Did I hit record? I think I hit record. Oh my god. Yes, I did hit record. I remember. Oh my gosh, Luna. Are you going to make a debut? What do you want your audience to know? Sasha, come. Sasha, come. Come. Just go train off, girl. Alright. It's just me and my bitches. Alright, let's get into our notes. Let's get into our notes. Alright. In 3, 2... Sasha, can you lay down? Your clickety clackety is so loud. Lay down. Lay. You, can you stop licking your cooch? Can you stop licking your cooch? We get it. We get it. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Single on the Rocks. I'm your host, Locastillo, and if you are new here, welcome. We talk about everything, like literally everything. Like, I don't know. We have so much to talk about today. We really don't. I'm just saying that because I just feel like saying that. I'm on my second cup of coffee today, on top of pre-workout. So I'm so caffeinated up, but also I was extremely tired. But let me introduce my guest today. We have Miss Luna. I think this is her first time debuting. I don't know if you can see her. I don't know if you can see her, but this is her first time debuting on the podcast. Yes, bitch, we are tired. We are some tired bitches. It is Tuesday, what's today's date? The 18th. Today is Tuesday, February 18th. And yeah, I hope you guys had a really great Valentine's. If you haven't watched my Galentine's episode, hold on. I feel like I have some hair. Yeah, I do. If you haven't watched the Galentine's episode that was from last week, please go back and look at that. Check that out. That was actually really fun. We had some cool games. And of course, we had Annette and Jessica on again. And it's always such a good time. Like, I've been really debating if I wanted to get like a co-host. Like, because I like these solo ones. But don't get me wrong. Like, just having a conversation with somebody, like your girl. Like, I love that. I like thrive. I thrive on girl time. Maybe because I'm always alone. Maybe that's what it is. And I just like love to like vomit everything at once. And then, okay, I'll see you in a couple of days, or I'll see you like in a week or two. Like, I love that because I like to be like a hermit crab and like go back into my little shell and just like work. And I'm like learning and like a little mad scientist, you know? And then it's like, okay, I think I'm ready for some people interaction. But that's just me. So I've been really thinking about it, but I don't know who I would ask. I don't know who would be committed to something like this, because this is a big commitment. Like, there's times where I'm like really tired and I'm just like, I don't know if I'm like up for filming. Like, I don't know if I don't want to ever come on here and then just be like, oh, what's up, guys? You know what I mean? Like, such a Debbie Downer. And that's why I think I'm on my like third cup of caffeine, because I was actually really tired and I don't know why. I have no idea. Well, I mean, obviously I know why. I mean, I work a lot, and then also I have like a lot of stuff on my plate, but baby, I get my 8 hours of sleep. If there's one thing that I'm never going to sacrifice, and that is my sleep, like, I am going to go to bed. And if I say like, no, I'll be up, no, I'm not. I'm sorry. I just lied to you, and you should know better, okay? You should know. If you know me and you're my people, you should know if I say, yeah, I'm gonna be up. No, bitch, I'm gonna be asleep. Okay, so yeah, there's that. So that's what I was kind of brainstorming, because like it's fun, you know, like to like talk to somebody and have conversations and like not talk to them for a week and then like catch up and then like have these, you know, good conversations. So And I had seen somebody on Threads asking about it. Like they had a podcast and they were looking for a co-host. And I don't know, I'm a little shy. I'm a little bit of a shy puss in a little way. And I was just like, well, I like my dynamic. You know what I mean? So let them be them and, whatever. But yeah. Anyways, back to my original topic. No, back to my original statement. Icebreaker. Oh, I hope you guys had a really great Valentine's. Mine was really chill. I just worked and was home. My son brought me flowers. He had them delivered, and he had delivered coffee, and he just like knows the way to my heart. And I had dinner made for me, and I had breakfast delivered, and it was really, really nice. But I pretty much just stayed home. I was just like watching my shows, watching my TV, very low key. Very low key, loved it. I don't know if it was like cold. I don't remember. I don't know. I don't remember. But anyways, I hope you guys had a really good Valentine's. If you did anything excited, put it down in the comments. Let's talk about it. Oh my God. If something crazy happened, I would love to talk about that on the show. So just let me know. You can always DM me on Instagram and I'll have everything linked down below. So yeah, okay. So it's Tuesday. We love that. I actually need to put my trash out so my trash people can pick up my trash. Okay, so I have a couple of topics that I was just kind of like searching for that I wanted to talk about today. One, okay. Before I get into the topics, let me share something that I am experiencing right now. So I totally believe in like karma and stuff like that. And I totally believe in like wearing the evil eye, like on my bracelet, I have the evil eye on it. And if you remember early on in a lot of my videos, I was wearing an evil eye necklace and I also had an evil eye ring. If you've noticed, the evil eye necklace is gone and I don't have my evil eye ring. The evil eye necklace broke and it was hanging on by a thread and I have no idea how it broke, but it broke. And then my evil eye ring, I have no idea where it is. I don't know if I lost it or if I misplaced it. And I cannot find it anywhere. And usually I would only put it in a couple of places. And I have yet to find it. So I'm a little like, oh, am I ever going to find it? Because, I don't know. I know there's meaning to that. And I wear my evil eye, jewelry and stuff like that because it protects me from, like, if you're not into that, then you can definitely skip over this. But I'm like totally like I totally believe that people will give you like and really like wish bad upon you, and which is why I wear it. And especially being like on the internet and especially like posting stuff, and you never know, people can be very envious, people can be very hateful and evil because they just they just have hate in their heart. And I would wear that for protection, and I definitely need to get back to wearing that because it's like where did it go? So yeah, it was protecting me in some sort of fashion or whatever. But so yeah, I don't know if anybody's caught on to that, probably not, but it feels really weird not wearing like I always at least have that ring on at all times. The only time I ever take it off is at night because I don't ever want to like hit myself in the face with, because sometimes I move or whatever, and I never want to like hit myself in the face with my ring. But yeah, I'm a little concerned about that, just a little bit. What do you think, Luna? She's just as concerned. So yeah, we gonna figure it out, girl. We gonna figure it out. Okay, so I wanted to get into astrology and dating because I love astrology. Like, do I know all the signs? Absolutely not. But I do have, okay, so I feel like I'm a little bit of a triple threat. Not to do my own horn, but I feel like I'm a little bit of a triple threat because I say this because one, my Venus is a Virgo, my moon and sun rising are Gemini and Scorpio. I'm gonna let that sink in. My Venus is a Virgo, and my moon and my sun rising signs are Gemini and Scorpio. So I'm just difficult. All the way around. All the way around. I am just difficult. Just a difficult girl. What do you think, Luna? Yeah, she agrees. So, yeah. So I wanted to get into that because I feel like I know what my signs say. Like they say I should be with certain signs, and I'm not gonna say them because you can Google that. I should say them. Where did it go? Okay, hold on. Okay, the role of astrology in modern dating. Okay, for my girlies, or it could be for my fellas too, because the majority of my audience is men. So let me ask you, like, I know a lot of men are not into astrology. Like, I know that they're not. And a lot of women, some can be into it and some cannot. I'm totally into astrology. And some men are like, oh my God, if she says, like, what is your sign? What is your sign? I'm going to, like, fucking leave the table. And I'm just like, why? Are you scared? Why are you scared? You don't want us to talk about astrology, but you are totally down to talk about aliens. Like, make it make sense. Make it make sense. Right? Like I just feel like it's like the same fucking conversation. Like I feel like it's the same conversation. Men just don't have, I think they just don't have the knowledge of astrology, or they just don't really have any type of idea what astrology is. So the conversation is kind of like it's a one-sided conversation because they're more of just like listening and maybe asking some questions here and there. But for aliens, there's so much knowledge, not knowledge, but there's so much like history around it, and so many like topics and theories and all of that can be a conversation that they can hold with the other person. So I can see why they're like, oh my God, if she talks about astrology, it's because it's not interesting to them. It's interesting to a lot of females, and I feel like you should at least know a little bit of your sign. I feel like you should know a little bit of your sign. Oh, by the way, I think I said it earlier, I don't know, we're not drinking today. I'm drinking coffee, and I have my Oktoberfest Edison mug that Alan gave me, and I don't know why I made me such a big cup of coffee. I have no idea why, but I promise you I will be able to go to bed, more than likely, because that's how tired I am. Let's Google what okay, let's Google Virgo's most compatible signs. Who is Virgo compatible with? Okay. So Virgos are most compatible with Taurus, Capricorn, Cancer, and a Scorpio. Ooh. So with the Taurus, which is another earth sign, Virgos are both grounded and practical, and they can feel safe in Taurus' determined nature. Capricorn, Virgos and Capricorn share a similar practical outlook on life. A Cancer is a water sign. So a Capricorn and Taurus are both earth signs, so I'm compatible with earth signs. And then I'm compatible with water signs. Cancer, which I said I was very compatible with. Virgos and Cancers are both caring and supportive, and they make strong friends and couples. And I will say our when I was with my ex-husband, our strongest feature was that we were friends. So, and we probably should have stayed friends. Scorpio, Virgos and Scorpios can share a mutual dedication to security. I love that. Other signs is an Aries and a Virgo. So Virgos and Aries can have a balanced dynamic, with Aries bringing energy and spontaneity, and Virgos offering a practicality and organization. And it also says Pisces. Virgos and a Pisces can be a good match because of their mutual dedication to security. So it's the same thing as a Scorpio. So the challenges, which is Virgos may have challenges with fire signs: Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and air signs: Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. See, me and the Sagittarius, we are not compatible. Tried it, wasn't a fan. So yeah, I feel like when it comes to other signs like that, like you really gotta have to, like y'all have to be at the like a right, like the stars aligned and y'all were just meant to be together, and nothing was ever gonna stop you, you know. All right, so let's change a little bit of gears here. Let's talk about maybe my journey. I wanted to talk a little bit about my journey on, hosting as a podcast. Let's change gears. I wanted to kind of give y'all a little bit of insight on hosting and doing a podcast and like what it all entails, because it's not like, obviously I've said this before in other episodes. I think it was like my first episode where I was like, this was such a big, like, people can make it seem like, oh, it's not that big of a deal, and da, 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 da. But when you like, so, I'm like a one woman show. Like, I'm a one woman show. I set up the lights, like all the gear. I own all the equipment. All the lights are mine. I film on all my cameras that I own, and there goes Luna. See, you see, co-host, like, what happened? I thought you were gonna, Luna. I'm a one-woman show. I film everything. I check all the angles, and then I edit, and I, make all the graphics and everything like that. So it's a lot of work. I will say that back when I was doing vlogs, which on this channel you can see where I started doing like makeup vlogs, because back in the day I used to do freelance makeup, and my number one passion will always be makeup. I love doing makeup, and I love doing makeup on other people. So I started like a beauty channel. Like this channel was originally like a beauty channel, and then I turned it into like vlogs, and that's where I really learned how to edit, and that's where I learned my love for editing. And I just like kind of learned the basics, and then I learned like, okay, what the verbiage meant, because in every skill set there's going to be verbiage, and like what a B-roll is, and what action shots meant, and the transitions and all of that. Like I started to like understand that type of the complexity of it. So yeah, I'm also self-taught. I have really just, YouTube has been my number one teacher, and I can't thank this platform enough for teaching a lot of things I didn't know about, a lot of things. I have a lot of knowledge on different skill sets that I have taught myself. Yeah. So if you want to get into like doing a podcast, I do want to show y'all behind the scenes of like everything that I use, because a lot of this stuff that I use is what I used to take with me to go do makeup, because a lot of the lighting and stuff like that, it just helps with doing someone's makeup, and then afterwards like taking pictures. But what's crazy is that back in the day when I used to take pictures, like I never actually would take pictures of my clients. It was always in shitty lighting. And I'm like, hello, I have fucking expensive lighting, and I never took like high definition pictures. But back in the day, the camera wasn't great. I didn't own like a professional camera. So it's just crazy how it's just like a full circle moment that I'm using all of my equipment that I used to use back in the day. So it was an investment that ended up being worth it. I feel like podcasting is fun, and it's definitely like the new thing. Like everybody is starting to become a podcaster, including myself. I kind of feel like I jumped on the on the bandwagon. I kind of feel like I jumped on the bandwagon as well. But I feel like I've always wanted to do something like this because I feel like I've always done it like in my vlogs. I just didn't know it was podcasting. I guess if you could say, like, if that makes sense. Like, I just didn't realize that it was like a podcasting type of thing I wanted to do. And some of the podcasts that I really enjoy listening to and watching, which is like Call Her Daddy, hosted by Alex Cooper. I love Call Her Daddy. Another one, which is The Comment Section with Drew I can never say her last name. Afflueno. Drew Afflueno. I can never say her last name. And I don't know if it's just because of my accent or what. Drew Affalo. I don't know. But I love her. She basically puts men in their place. When I tell you, she will fucking eat them alive. She will fucking eat you alive. I love her. Men hate her, and I don't give a fuck. Pants, I don't know. But anyways, so the other podcast is The Comment Section with Drew Affuleno. Forgive me if I said her last name wrong. I do not know how to pronounce it, and I hear it all the time. But I don't know how to pronounce it, and I don't know if it's just my like accent or what. I don't even feel like I have an accent, but I feel like I can't pronounce some words. It's wild. But she fucking eats men up, like stupid ass men that fucking have an ego and they want to just talk down on fucking women. She will fucking eat you alive, and I love it. Like, every fucking sentence she says and she speaks is like, ugh. It should be a fucking mural on the walls of just like, you know what I mean? Of just pure knowledge. She's just like, her words are so beautiful. Like, ugh, chef's kiss. What are your podcasts that y'all listen to? Who else do I listen to? I listen to some Mel Robbins. What other? Mel Robbins, when I need to like get into my inner peace, or just like I feel like self-doubt, and I feel like she helps me really like kind of like reconnect with myself. So one thing I will say, that when you're ever like, if this is something that you're interested in doing, like doing a podcast, or even just like any type of skill set that you're wanting to do online, research the fuck out of it. Look at what everybody else is doing. I'm not saying copy them, because you should never copy somebody else's, like, the way they are, because you want to be yourself and you want to be authentic. But take notes of like almost like how they start the conversation, like how deep are they going with these questions, you know what I mean? And I will say that watching TED Talks YouTube channel, I believe that's what it's called, TED Talks, they have some really good, I mean, these are people that are knowledgeable in spaces that you're looking in, and they have speakers that go on there and talk about, you know, giving you like the fucking juice, giving you the play by play of what it is to be successful and what it is that you're trying to learn about. And I will say that that is something that I am really wanting to get better at, which is having conversations with people, going deeper. And I know I like shoot the shit and stuff like that, but having a little bit of a more meaningful conversation with my guests, even like with interactions between me and my camera and my audience, because even though I'm talking to a camera, I'm talking to people. So, you know, it never hurts to, like, I don't know, you can be entertainful and then also be kind of deep. You know, Single on the Rocks changed. Do you think it's changed people's views on dating, like dating me? Honestly, this is what okay, has the podcast changed people's view of how they see me? I, for one, don't care. the only people that I will care about their opinion are my parents and my children. And my children are already, my son is 20 and my youngest son is 19, and he'll be 20 this year. And then, he'll be 20 and then 21. So those are the only opinions that I will actually stop and listen. I mean, like really like take into consideration of what they're saying. Everybody else's opinion about what I do in my life, who I date, who I talk to, how I perceive myself on the internet, whatever. I always keep them, my kids and my family in my mind, but at the end of the day, I live for, myself. My kids are already grown and they're starting their lives and stuff like that. So, I live for myself and I live for today. I feel like a lot of people can be so negative on things that other people are doing because they're just scared to do it. And I feel like they can put on this really negative connotation of just like, I mean, if I was you, I wouldn't do that because like, what's going to happen? Like, and what if it doesn't happen? What if it works out? Like, who cares? I always say like, hey, do it. If it makes you happy, if it's something you want to do, go for it. Go for it. We have one life to live. Go do it. What's the worst that could happen? It doesn't work out. Okay. At least you can say, yeah, I did that. It didn't work out for me, or it wasn't what I thought it was going to be, or been there, done that. You know what I mean? Who cares? Now, a lot of people are like, well, it's against my religion, or, men are going to see me in a different light. And hey, I am comfortable in my skin. I am comfortable in who I am as a woman, as a person, as a mother. And, we can always be better as people, but I am not going to sit here and be scared to be my authentic self. Okay, so let's change a little bit gears here again. Let's talk about intentional dating in 2025. Let's talk about intentional dating in 2025. This is really, really important because this is what I'm kind of experiencing right now. Intentional dating 2025. What does it mean? Well, I feel like intentional dating, one, means you are seeing someone with the intentions of, it going somewhere, in the future, long term. Obviously, I feel like, I don't know. So, okay. I've always said, until y'all make it official and exclusive, you're single as a Pringle. Okay. And I still stand by that because I feel like when you date one person at a time, now make it known that that's the case. Like, okay, I'm not saying like, well, I'm seeing other people, da, da, da. I mean, obviously, if you're just talking to somebody, like, they don't need to know all your fucking business. But, and like I said, until they make it exclusive where they're like, okay, listen, I want to take you off the market. I don't want you seeing anybody else. Like, I want us to be together. Until that conversation is had, baby, go out on all the dates. Date all the men. And men have a problem with that, which I don't understand why. I'm not gonna say all men. Some men have a problem with that because they see you as hoeing around. And it's like, is it? Or is it dating with intention? You know what I mean? Because he only wants to see me on Thursdays and Fridays every couple of weeks. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? I'm going to just wait around? No. As a matter of fact, I'm going to just take you off the fucking books, you know? And I don't know. I feel like if you're dating and you're out in the dating scene, you need to be dating with intention. I feel like if guys are out, you know, just wanting to hook up, then I feel like that needs to be said off the bat. And they don't want to come off douchebaggish. They don't want to come off as douches, but that's how they're gonna make themselves look once they hit it and quit it and fucking ghost the girl. Like, you're a fucking douche, you know what I mean? And then we feel bad about ourselves, because then it's like, wow, like I thought we had something going, you know, I thought this was like good, but no, he just like said all the right things to get into those pants, girl, and you let it go. So I feel like, and this is why a lot of women are so masculine, like they are not in their feminine era, because they are tired of the men fucking just being douchebags. And yeah, that is what it is. It's a douchebag move. And if you just don't make it known, let us make the decision if we want to fucking sleep with you or not. And man, I got really aggressive. That's what I feel. I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. Because, hello, we've already talked about this. I'm a Virgo, Scorpio, and a Gemini rising. So, I don't know. I'm a three-hitter quitter over here. So, yeah, I don't know. But I do feel like men that sleep with a lot of women, I feel like that's just like a hole that they're trying to fill with like temporary love. When a man has intentions with you long term, you won't have a thought of like what's going on. That won't be, y'all will just be lifing. Like, y'all will be living a life, and you know that ever have that doubt of like what's going on, you know what I mean? Because y'all would have already, like, I feel like when you know that he wants to be with you long term, he's already making those moves. He's already making you not feel unsettled about the future. So if you have to bring up a conversation with him of like, what are we doing more than once, baby, you're wasting your time. And I think that sometimes men can be scared of commitment, or they could be just like very nonchalant about making any type of moves or whatever's going on in their lives or in y'all's lives. Like, when they're complacent. And this is why I feel like, and I'm guilty of it, don't be doing girlfriend fucking things for a man that you're talking to and he hasn't made that commitment to you, because they get fucking complacent. They get comfortable. They're like, why the fuck do I need to be committed to her? She's already doing everything I want her to do, and I can still be out doing me. Don't give them those privileges when they have not been earned. And trust me, I am guilty of this. I am. We live and we learn, and Mama Lo is always going to tell you what it is, even when I've done it too. All right, guys. Well, that is our episode. Thank you for joining me. And again, don't forget to like this video, like and subscribe, share, and because it helps me and I appreciate it. If there's any topics that you want me to talk about on my solo episodes, let me know. Put them down below in the comment section. Let me know how all over the place I was in this video, because, you know, I can't help it. I jump from topic to topic to topic. It's just who I am. I'm all over the place. I got a lot to say. I have a lot to say, and I just like word vomit. Okay, so. But yeah, that is our episode. Thank you guys for joining me. Until next time, I will see you then. Bye. Oh my gosh, should we call Alan and ask him a question? Okay, let's do it.
Hello.
Hey.
What's up?
Hey, okay, so I'm filming on the podcast. I'm gonna ask you a question, okay?
Okay.
You're gonna be my phone a friend.
Oh, over the phone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so the topic is self-love and its importance in dating. Okay.
hmm
So what's one thing you would never compromise on in a relationship?
One thing I would never compromise in.
Yeah, what's one thing you would never compromise on in a relationship?
It's a tough one. There's something I would never compromise in a relationship. Simple. It'd be letting too many people in on what's going on behind closed doors. So that would be
Like too many hands in the pot. Like
yes, basically.
too many people giving you advice.
Yes, because then there's just people are pulling you every and any which way, and then it gives you too much for you to think of. Then it just what's the word I'm looking for?
In like
You're basically
you become like indecisive.
yeah, very indecisive because like you got two people telling you one thing, somebody else telling you another, and then you are thinking you're second guessing what you should be thinking yourself.
So let me ask you this: who would you go to for relationship advice?
Not anybody I know. I'll tell you that. I guess I would say maybe my dad. I mean, my parents have been married for what, 40 odd years?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they got to be doing something right.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's not always pretty. But I mean, they make it work.
Yeah.
And you gotta want to work at it to make it work.
Well, I appreciate you coming on as my little co-guest real quick.
Oh, God, I'm glad you had me on.
All
Real
right.
quick.
Well, I appreciate it. I'll talk to you in a little bit.
Okay.
All right, bye.
All right.
All right, Sasha, can we cut it?